Sunday. From Seattle, Washington, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago. 18 carries, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. And then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. The numbers for McCaffrey last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Here's Samuel.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is a thing that
can't get away, and he's taken down?
Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. You look at this Niner defense.
They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The San Francisco.
Just look at this game, Charles, on paper. They've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. McCaffrey on the counter. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Samuel going to go in motion right. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. And the tackle there by Jermaine Pratt. 2nd and 9. Purdy off the play fake. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Now 2nd and 5.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
in the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that and trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Every now and then you hope some volleyball training actually comes into play as a defender. When a ball's tipped in the air, nice play by the defense, got a hand on it, but when it's in the air, it's up for grabs. And too many times in this league, we've seen great plays happen for an offense as a result of a ball tipped in the air. So what you really want to do is be that guy who comes off the back line and spikes it, knocks it to the ground. Don't let him have that opportunity.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He finds Smith and Jigba.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw again. That is caught. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Higbee, complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Purdy to throw it on first down. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. "51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On play action, they'll throw.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Down inside the 10.
And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Purdy. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun, Purdy.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the point. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now back to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. was a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10
at the 33-yard line.
And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Play action. Now Purdy.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Throwing here, Purdy. They'll have the 1st down and more than that.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
2nd down and 6 now. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
And he will have a Niners 1st down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Every yard they gain getting them better and better field position. And obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great. But that's not what you're really playing for. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Boy, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 17-3.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. Exactly 1 minute remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Gets this complete to Smith and Jigba. And brought down, but a big gain, a gain that they needed. The only thing to keep in mind here is with him being tackled in bounds, that clock is moving.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Nick Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the victory here for San Francisco, and you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the 49ers, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the